BadSecretMedia.com.
We so hate Bad Secret Media.
Gamers, welcome to the Secret Levels podcast. On this week's episode, whoa, hey, that's a fucking fast blue streak. Whoa, slow down. Whoa, there goes my hat. Whoa, there goes my pants.
I'm player 1, Toby.
And I am player 2, Goobs.
And we do a weekly retro video game review show where we talk about some of the best and some of the worst games that are from yesteryear.
Speaking of the worst, we have a player 3 on the show today.
Hey guys, it's me, Zinger, returning for the second time and discuss another sequel.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the sequel king.
We have decided that you are only allowed to come on episodes that have a 2 in them. So you're going to have to be creative about what episodes you choose to jump on from now on.
I actually already know what I want to do next.
Echo 2.
No, God no. Would Halo 2 be retro enough?
Yeah, that's a dead system.
Yes, it would. But
yeah, there we go.
Before we go any further, Goobs, because everyone knows Zanger. He's from the Zang This podcast. We don't have to.
Yeah.
He's Zanger.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us
We just like to have fun with the guy. He's a good guy deep down somewhere.
You want to tell everyone about our other buddies?
Yeah, you can go check out all of our great friends on the Somebody's Network. It's a whole bunch of great shows. We got shows that cover the whole spectrum of everything, from wrestling to The Simpsons and everything in between. There's even throwdowns in there, and there's sex talk. There's a whole bunch of shit. Go check it out. There's even some random stuff, too.
That's right.
And trains. Some trains involved. And like transmissions and a whole bunch of things. Go check out all the great shows on the Somebody's Network.
Yeah, go to Instagram and Twitter and check out Somebody's Net. So, yeah. Now, we have a game to talk about today. Are you two ready to talk about?
Tootly.
We're going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic 2.
He's the fastest thing alive.
Well, besides me in bed.
So, let me give you some details on this game before we get into the gameplay and all the other fun stuff we talk about on this show today.
Go for it.
Let's get to the dates.
Okay, so this game was released November 21st, 1992. I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of the number 2.
Wait a second. November's the 11th month. 1 + 1 is 2.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Fucking weird conspiracy shit.
So this was developed by Sega Technical Institute, and it was published by
Sega.
It was released for the Sega Genesis.
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo.
But nowadays, you can find it on the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Store, and there's so many compilations. There's so many freaking compilations.
You can get this game fucking anywhere.
Yes, it's on...
Even on your cell phone, your Amiga.
I don't know about Amiga.
I just have to get Amiga in every episode, man.
You can get it on PS2, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, GameCube, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch.
PSP, probably PS Vita.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I own multiple copies of it for different stuff.
Steam. Yeah, I mean, you can play this game on anything damn near, but it's usually on a compilation disc of some Sega compilation or Sonic compilation.
So where did everyone what did everyone play theirs on? That's the interesting question.
I played mine on the PS4 Sega Genesis Classics Collection.
Yeah, I did the same just because I'm lazy and I didn't
I
want
was going to play it on the GameCube on the Sonic Mega Mix, but I'm just like, this is easy.
I played mine on my Xbox One with the backwards compatibility to the Xbox version I bought and downloaded.
Oh, nice.
So, and I do have the...
So we played it all on not Sega.
Yes, none of us actually played on Sega. I do also own it on my Steam account on my laptop, and I wish I had played on my laptop because I feel like that Xbox version I played is a little glitchy. Or, I mean, I'm just bad at the game, but at the same time, I just feel like the hit detection was a little off sometimes.
The port could have been off. That could be definitely a thing that happens.
So, but I started on there, and you actually get an achievement for beating the game. So I heard the little ping sound and saw it. So I was like, got ya.
Congratulations.
I know.
So I do want to make a small note that the Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is nothing like this Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
No, I had that growing up, and it's totally different.
It's decent in its own right for being a Game Gear game, but it's definitely nothing similar, except that you're playing as Sonic and you're fighting Robotnik. That's it.
So,
Or Dr. Eggman if you're nasty.
yes.
Yeah.
So how long, when were you guys introduced to this game initially?
Ooh, see, this is one of the. This would have had
In 92 when it came out.
Same.
See, I was 4, so I remember playing Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 as a kid. So I think I really got introduced around, I don't know, I guess 93, 94 when I was old enough to like actually understand what I was doing with the controller. So, yeah.
And sadly, after even for this is because we're doing the whole backlog challenge over on Zing This, where we're taking our backlog of games and going through and trying to beat them. You know, games that you bought, played for a little bit, and kind of like, they fell by the wayside. This would have been my longest backlog of a game because I have had multiple versions of this and I've never beaten it until, not kidding, probably 30 minutes ago before we started recording. So, yeah, I literally beat it right before we started the pre-show conversation. Because I watched the speed run and I saw a trick on how to beat Robotnik. Not cheating, just a way to kind of slightly expose something that might help you slightly.
Right. Well, let me finish some of the details on this, and we'll get more into all that. This is a 1 or 2 player co-op, and it can be a split screen game.
I put that loosely.
Well, it's got a 2 player co-op style to it, and we'll talk about it. But then there's also a competitive split screen, so it's 2 player. It's a side scrolling platformer, and of course, there's a story.
Let's get to the story. Story time with Toby.
Dr. Ivo Robotnik is up to no good again. This time, the evil scientist tries to dominate the world with the help of his newly built space station called the Death Egg. He's up to his old tricks, putting helpless animals into robot suits to try to stop anyone who gets in his way. He's also trying to collect 7 Chaos Emeralds that are scattered around West Side Island.
West Side?
The only thing that can stop Robotnik is the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is whole like Crips versus Bloods thing.
It kind of is. He does wear red. This time, Sonic has help from a 2-tailed fox named Tails.
Or Miles?
Miles. Proud.
Miles. But his nickname is Tails, so bite me. After protecting the island, Robotnik tries to escape. Luckily, Tails has a biplane called the Tornado, and they give chase to Robotnik. Sonic makes it on board the Death Egg, but has to fight a robotic version of himself before taking on Robotnik. That's the story.
Yay.
What are you doing in this game?
That's exactly what you're doing in this game. You just spoiled the whole game.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get on to me because you're like, well, that's not all. So I thought I didn't say what happens at the end. I just said you have to face a...
Well, you didn't mention Supersonic.
Yeah, I didn't say any of that. So...
Did anyone go supersonic playing their playthrough of this?
I didn't this time.
I was just going for fucking get it done. Just go.
Right.
I did the same.
Go, Sonic fast.
I didn't feel like being a Super Saiyan ripoff.
I'm sure we'll talk more about that in a second.
I don't like to mix my fandoms.
Sonic's a good cosplayer.
Yeah, I've heard that.
This game should take 2 to 3 hours to complete. And on
What?
speedrun.com, yeah, no, Zanger's like, what? Only 2 to 3?
2 to 3 hours. My blood pressure at points was like in the danger zone a few times, I feel.
I
I
did like an hour
abused
and a
the
half.
save load game feature.
Yeah, I think I can beat this in about an hour and a half.
I don't know what it is. This game has been a thorn in my side for years. But now it's probably one of those things, like, since I've beaten it, I can probably go back through now, and it's like, this is simple.
No, this is your one and only. You'll never beat it again in your life.
I probably will never touch it's one of those, my moment has came and passed.
Well, there's a speedrun record, and this is any percentage complete by Sega Junkie, beating the game in 14 minutes and 58 seconds.
Wow, that's fast.
I want to note that he uses a lot of glitches to fall through the floor and glitch to the end of stages and stuff like that. So,
Well, hey, if they're in the game, you can use them.
yeah, no, it's not. I thought it was going to be a straight run through when I was watching it. So it's still impressive.
there's
Don't
no
get
way.
me wrong. There's some precise jumping and stuff that he's doing. It's nuts, regardless. So I'm not trying to take anything away. I'm just saying it's
If
not,
the game's broken, take advantage of it, folks.
Yeah, exactly. But how about we go ahead and move into the gameplay?
Yes, let's talk about the gameplay. The cheat.
So the game starts out allowing the player at the start menu to either pick Sonic, Tails, or both. And your first mistake is going to be, I want both. Because Tails is going to screw you at every chance he gets. Fuck Tails. I'm putting it out there right now.
No, he can help you get that coin you need, or he can hit Robotnik
He's
for you.
vaguely helpful, but there are plenty of times where I've been in a Robotnik battle, and he'll jump when I jump and hit Robotnik right before with enough time to where I drop through Robotnik.
Exactly. Or when you're in the bonus levels, that's why I couldn't get all the Chaos Emeralds this round, because I accidentally picked the game with him. And if the bonus level, we'll talk more about it, but if you jump and stuff, he jumps like a second after you. So when you jump over the bombs and stuff, he just sits there and he's just like, derp, boom, and blows up and he loses all your coins. He's a bastard.
That's why you don't let him get any coins.
So the previous game, you could only be Sonic, and it was only one player. But this one, you could have the two-player like we were talking about a second ago. If someone picked up the second remote while you were playing and pressed start, they could take control of Tails and play side by side.
Really fuck you up.
That's no joke. But it was always cool to have someone play as Tails because they were invincible, basically. They couldn't die. So you could just sit back and let Tails, keep hitting the enemies or do whatever you needed them to do. So, I mean, that's a strategy right there,
Toby the Strat God.
Why didn't I think of that?
So, Sonic has his usual set of moves from the first game. He jumps, he runs fast. While running, you can press it down and turn into a ball. But they added the most game-changing feature ever. The spin dash.
Yes, sir. Tap that shit 6 times, fully charged, let go. Boom, off you go to the races. Here goes Sonic, folks. He's in the lead. He's going up and down, crushing all these robot bitches.
So, yeah, if you hold down, you can tap the button and it'll make him get fast. What's he doing?
He chainsaws himself into the
charging up.
ground.
Yeah. Well, you let it go and he takes off. Tails can also do this, and Tails can actually fly a little bit, but only for a short amount of time. So
Only furries pick tails, let's be honest here.
we love our furry crowd, so don't
At
take
me.
offense to that.
Send me pictures.
So you also can collect rings just like in the last game. You get 100 rings, you can get a life. The rings also act as like a one-hit thing, just like in the last game. So you can, if you have at least one ring, you can take a hit before you die. So you can
Except
get
for
hit.
if it's the
Hey,
final
how many times
level.
have you guys like you have one ring left and you get hit and you're chasing after that ring with all your fucking like hope and glory behind it, like no, and then it just disappears like fuck.
And then if you do have Tails, you're like, Tails, please get that, please get it. Oh, you missed it. You're so
He's done that to
useless.
me a couple times. I'm like, praise the tails, furries for life. Then when he misses it, I'm like, fuck furries.
It sucks though, because if you have like 100 rings or something and you get hit, you don't see 100 rings scatter. You see like 15 at most or something goofy like that. It doesn't. You can't ever get your full amount back that you just lost.
No, you get back like 5 at most.
And they always scatter so far away that you can't even get to most of them. You're like, son of a
Half of
bitch.
them go off screen before you even notice what's going on.
Right.
Some of the enemies will just come out of fucking nowhere on you, man. Those, what the hell, praying mantis motherfuckers.
Oh, those. Yeah.
Every time you pop up on the ledge, it's just like, boom, you get smoked. It's like, why, I didn't even fucking see you there, man.
Why you gotta
Calm
do me
down.
like that, bro?
Fucking Scyther? Scyther wannabe, bitch?
The monkeys in the first level used to piss me off when I was a kid.
I didn't even notice them. I was done the first level in like fucking minute and a half.
Yeah.
Both of them just flew.
Well, when I was a kid, they would always, because they're throwing like coconuts or something at you, and
Yep.
it would always wreck me. It didn't matter. I wouldn't even see them. They just hit me with their coconuts.
Smashing their nuts on your face.
Something I'm not proud of. So if you've got 50 rings or more, you go through a checkpoint, this will allow you to get to the bonus level, and maybe you can get a Chaos Emerald. You have to collect 7 of them. But do you want to tell us about that, Goops?
Yeah, you go through these bonus levels, you and Tails, because if you pick that game, he'll fuck you over.
Oh, he'll screw you.
And yeah, you go around, it's like a half pipe kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a 3D half pipe.
Yeah, you're going straight down the tunnel. You got to go around, collect all the things, collect all the not the things, all the
Rings.
fucking. Why can't I speak right now? Collect all the rings, and then at the end, hopefully, get a Chaos Emerald. And there's like bombs and spikes and stuff in your way.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool. They changed up the aspect of the game instead of going like side to side. You can run down on your TV.
yeah, and it's pretty it's pretty different for the 16-bit era. Like especially this being this is.
It reminded me of the aspect of Space Harrier. I think that was the other Sega game where you're playing going down like the field.
Oh, see, I don't know that one. I guess.
That's on me too.
But
It's like a shooter, kind of.
well, in like Contra, they have the levels that you're behind
Yeah, the base
them.
battles.
Yeah, and those are really impressive. But this one, like you're turning around the tunnel and stuff. It's really impressive, and I actually watched how they did that. It's pretty interesting. They actually had like a 3D model, and then they traced it and made it 8-bit, and it's only a few frames. You don't realize it, but it's only like 4 or 5 frames, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like you would think it is. So I don't know. It's really clever how
So
it's
I thought
done.
it'd be highly complex because like that stuff, it looks pristine when you're playing it.
Yeah, it still looks good to this day, I think. I think it holds up pretty
I
decent.
like how it changes colors and stuff too. It just keeps it new,
Yeah.
fresh and vibrant. Has good aesthetics.
Well, and as you get the Chaos Emeralds, like each time you get one, it gets harder and harder and harder. They have little patterns that you can kind of recognize after you've played them once or twice, but they get so damn hard. It's ridiculous when you're trying to get the 7th one. Again, I didn't get it this playthrough, but if you do have all 7,
You become Super Sonic. Yeah, you become Super Saiyan Sonic.
He's over 9,000. I had to.
His hair turns yellow. He becomes invincible. Invincible to attacks. Can run faster. Jump higher. All those things.
Superman of Sonics. That's why his name's Supersonic.
Once you, I think it's been a while since I've played a Supersonic, but I think you have to have 100 rings to
50.
activate it. Is it 50?
Yeah.
50. I actually got the thing pulled up right here, and it says 50 rings.
So as you're playing, it takes one ring away from you as you're running around as Supersonic until it gets to 0. I think it goes pretty quick. But the more rings you get, the longer you can stay in the Supersonic form. So it's pretty cool, but it kills everything with one hit, and you're so damn fast. Does he fly a little bit too, or something?
I mean, it just says you can jump further, so I'm
Okay.
assuming kind like leaps tall buildings in a single bound sort of thing.
Right.
I kind of remember him gliding a bit, but that could be another game.
Right. Yeah, there's a few Sonic games out there.
They're all mishmashed together with all the Supersonic shit.
Like Sonic Mania.
Hey, that's a good game. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, it is.
So there's the competitive mode where 2 players can play against each other.
Never done it.
It's I don't recommend it.
I might have when I was a kid, now that I'm thinking about it, but as an adult, never done it.
Well, unless you're playing in the right aspect ratio, if you try to play on a widescreen TV, it's going to make it even. I could imagine. I haven't ever tried it on a widescreen TV, but I could imagine that it stretches it out so oddly because that's what it does. It cuts the screen in half and just kind of stretches it. And one player is on top and the other player is on the bottom. And basically you're just racing to see there's different things that you can how you win the round. You can have more rings, you can have the better time, obviously, how many enemies you killed. Like there's a score at the very end. So even like jumping on the little television for the power-ups and stuff, that counts for something. So you can just kind of see who does better.
I never thought that was a television.
Until you said something.
What did you
Yeah.
think it was?
Just like a fucking screen.
Yeah, it's just a box.
I thought it was just like a box with a power up inside of it. I never
What,
thought
you-
it was like a television.
Toby, you don't see boxes as these glowing things that show you what's inside of them?
I wish every box is like that and you could jump on them and just go pop
I
them.
mean, and then if we talk
Well,
about
yeah,
Mario...
you can jump on any box if you really want to, as long as there's consent.
Good point. Speaking of those boxes, all the power-ups in them, well, there's only 2 power-ups, really?
Slick shoes.
Fast shoes,
Yeah, you-
bubble shield, 10 rings, the
One-up.
invincibility 1-up. Is that all of them?
Oh, yeah, I forget about the invincibility. It's just the star
Yeah.
power, sort of.
Yeah. You get that sick music.
I'm sorry, star power is Mario. Let's call it sparkle power, because it's kind of sparkly.
Sparkle power.
Mr. Sparkle.
But yeah, that's really all the power-ups in this one. They go more out on Sonic 3,
Yeah.
I believe.
The shield one, I normally get it, then it's gone 2 seconds later, so I don't even fuck with that. 'Cause you're like, oh, they give this to you because like something hard's coming up. Oh, okay, that's why
No,
that's there.
I'd
And then keep on
I'd
going.
love getting the sparkly stuff, and then there's nothing around. It's like, all right, let's do this. Where is everyone?
Right into a chasm.
Then you find a pit and then you fall into it, even though you're sparkly.
Speaking of bubbles, I fucking hate underwater Sonic levels.
Oh yeah. So
Speaking of tension,
we had this issue on the last one, but didn't we feel like the last game, the first one, was a little more forgiving with the underwater areas?
this one was pretty. There's bubbles all over the place on this
You
one,
just
but I
gotta
just hate the
time it.
music
You just
speeding
gotta
up.
time it is the biggest thing.
You don't like the dun 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 dun?
No, it gives me fucking anxiety, dude. And I suffer from that regularly. I fucking hate it. It's just like, okay, I need this shit to end now, because I can't fuck with this noise anymore. I hate when things speed up like that. Like, end of Mario games, same thing. Music speeds up, I start freaking out. I don't like it. Playing Perfection in real life, when the fucking ticker gets close, I hate it. I want to smash everything around me.
I just want to slide
I
a
just don't
perfection
like-
thing in front of him and leave one piece out. And
I'll
I just wanna
smash
see
it.
him
I
just
will
hit it.
fucking wreck it.
Because I feel like he would acquire a hammer. Like, there wouldn't be a
I
hammer
have one
around.
readily
He would just-
available.
Have a hammer all of a sudden.
He would will it. He's so pissed off that he would just will it.
Like,
into
my wife
existence.
Jenny will attest to this. Like, fast music that just, when music changes from one tempo to another, when it shouldn't be, when it's not necessary, drives me fucking nuts, man.
Goops is no fun at the club then.
No, like, music like that, I'm talking strictly video games here, like music at the club when the beat's going up and it drops, like, yeah, fuck yeah, give me some mollies, let's go. Even though I don't do, like, mollies or drugs like that, but
That's
if
not,
I
that's
did,
not
I'd
legal
be...
in Canada.
No, only the legal marijuana. But yeah, no, that stuff is a stressor for me. I don't like it at all. And so I just wait. I'll wait there by the bubble until I get a fresh breath. I'm like, okay, and I'll go wait at the next one because I don't want to hear that music that bad.
It takes you forever to finish those levels, huh?
Yes. And yeah, see, I don't know if that's even worse for me doing it that way because it's just extending it.
Yeah, because if you take more than 10, if it hits 10 minutes, you die.
Yeah, there is a time limit, believe it or not. In these.
Yeah, the music probably goes fucking faster too.
You know, I don't remember.
I don't think it does. I
think it just goes bang, and you just die. Like, you're like, did I touch a spike? Oh no, my time limit. No, so this is where Tails will screw you again because he'll take the air bubbles and make your ass drowned. That happened to me once or twice in this playthrough.
Oh no, I would
so
stop
mad.
playing if he did that. I would have smashed my TV or controller or something. That's giving me like a +3 on the rage meter just on this.
So let's talk about the levels. So there's usually 2 acts in each level. We have the Emerald Hill Zone, the Chemical Plant, the Aquatic Ruin Zone, Casino Night Zone, Hilltop Zone, Mystic Cave Zone, Hidden Palace Zone, Oil Ocean Zone, Metropolis Zone, Sky Chase Zone, Wing Fortress Zone, Death Egg Zone. And then, of course, you play the Egg Gauntlet Zone, which is Metal Sonic.
I get it.
And Robotnik. So, what is y'all's favorite level?
I like the Metropolis zone.
Metropolis?
I like all the little changes up in the gameplay there. I like the little tunnels you run through and I don't know, just really like going through the tunnels. They look cool as fuck.
Right.
Casino Zone.
Oh,
That's my
Win
worst
big.
one.
that's my
Win
least
big.
favorite.
Oh, but it was so cool because it was like, as a kid, I'm like, I'm gambling, yo.
If I wanted to do that, I'd just play Sonic Spinball.
I've done that too.
You know, I think I had the same feeling when I was a kid, like, oh, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm gambling. But
I'm so naughty.
as an adult, I'm like,
That sounded so fucked up, man.
Thank you.
as an adult, Casino Zone, I feel like I end up getting caught up bouncing around and not being able to progress. I really like the Chemical Plant. I don't know if that's just from years and years of being a kid, not being able to get very far. But
Is that the one with the oil underneath?
No,
No,
that's
that's-
the second zone.
Oh, okay.
Like, I love the music. I like how fast it shoots you around, and you have no control, really. Once you start going
No.
around all the loops and stuff, it just takes you all over the place. And I don't know why. It's so
It really
fun
makes
to
you
watch.
feel the speed that level.
Yeah. I think that one's a
Much
great...
faster than Sonic 1. We'll put that out there right now.
Yeah. And I think that was the problem going back to play Sonic 1, is there was no real stage like that. And, like this one. So that's my favorite. What was y'all's least favorite?
Does the Death Egg count? Actually, Sky Fortress would be my least favorite.
Yeah, like I hate that worse than Vegas with the casino.
And it's the instant death that I hate the most about that thing. About, oh, wait, there's no ground all of a sudden. Well, that happened.
It's a lot of trial and error because I haven't got that far in fucking years. So I'm just like, okay, let's do this. I have like 7 lives right now. I got enough to get through this, and like they start going down pretty fast. I'm like, okay, getting a little concerned here.
So I'm going to rip this Band-Aid off real quick. I abuse the crap out of the save load feature.
I figured as much. So on the newer Sega Genesis collections on the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, they do have a save state thing that you can use and do quick loads
on the
Yep.
fly, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
There's also a rewind button. Did you use that feature?
Mine doesn't have that.
Oh,
That's something on the newer See, mine's from the old Genesis collection.
See, I didn't go that far. I didn't want to cheat that bad. I used the save state, though. Definitely use that.
I used the save state just because, like, I played for an hour and a half and I was like, oh, it's late. So I just...
Oh, not the save state. Use it like the quick load thing. I use that.
Yeah, no, I didn't...
So if I got past a really difficult part, I would save it and then go through the next section.
Gotcha.
I did kind of fuck around like that.
You know, I was looking through the list again. I think Mystic Cave is my least favorite. Really thinking about it, I hate the cave.
That one, yeah.
There's just nothing about, like, the enemy designs in it. I just don't like anything. Like, everything just kind of pops out at you. It's or like the little light bulb enemies.
Oh, the little ladybug bitches.
Oh,
every time you
screw those
hit
things.
one, they light up, and then you lose all your rings.
Yep.
I got to give this game a lot of credit for having a ton of different enemies, though.
Yeah, they change it up every couple levels. It's great.
All very unique.
And
too.
each level, you know, has its own gimmicks and different things. You know, you've got your typical lava fire stage, but each one has something different and unique. So it's not like you're only playing 2 acts usually. Is that what I said? 2 or 3 acts?
Yeah, and then later on it gets 3 acts, a couple of them.
Right, but there's a lot of variety, and I honestly forgot how many different zones were in this damn game. Like,
I was expecting 6 when I was going in. I'm like, okay, this is the last one. I'm like, nope, there's another one.
Right, yeah, it just kind of kept going, and that's kind of why I was like, I thought I was just gonna beat it in one sitting, and I was like, man, I'm already like an hour and a half in this, and I don't think I'm even halfway through it. And I looked it up and I was like, son of a bitch, I'm only halfway through it.
That's exactly what I went through. Like, how many levels are in this? Like, there's 10 plus the end stage.
Too many.
There's 10 zones, two levels each, and then, yeah, it adds up real quick.
Oh, I hate those octopus motherfuckers, too. I don't like them.
Oh, in the oil level?
Yes. They would come out like, okay, you're gonna jump right now, and they jump up and smack you. I'm like, you little fuckers. And then my kid today comes home. He was with his grandparents. Brings home a giant fucking squid, like octopus, like stuffed animal thing. I'm like, this looks exactly like the ones in the game. Synchronicity, and I'm gonna kill it when he's sleeping.
Are you gonna stick a hedgehog on it?
I'll stick a hedgehog.
Are you going to spray paint a hedgehog blue and then stick it on it?
That would be very amazing.
Well, what about the music in this game?
Classic.
Yep.
Classic music.
Banger after banger after banger.
It really is.
It's not Capcom great, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty damn good. I mean,
Wasn't this the one Michael Jackson supposedly worked on?
No, that's number 3.
Oh, okay.
But this one...
Doesn't matter if you're blue or red. Sonic and Knuckles on a Saturday night. Sorry, I'll stop.
Oh, no, we were going to let you keep going until you wrote the whole song.
That's another song for another day.
Even like the stages I didn't care for, like the cave or the casino. The casino music's great.
Hell yeah!
You have to love the casino music. It's just perfect casino music.
It just misses, like, I wish the game was blowing cigarette smoke and, like, in my face, and just, like, the smell of stale beer and desperation in the air. Like, I'm really missing that part of the casino.
This one's the winner, trust me.
Have you guys tried the buffet?
They got all-you-can-eat shrimp. It's delicious.
Fucking blue shrimp.
What was y'all's favorite song in this? Did y'all have one?
You know, maybe because I was stuck on it for a while, but the final level.
It is a pretty epic battle music.
It is.
Even like they use the same battle music through the other battles with Robotnik, like throughout the levels. But even that's like, it feels like it's important.
Yeah, you're going into Valhalla and ready to battle for your life.
Right.
Who was the hardest boss, though, in this game for you guys?
The hardest one?
Yes.
when he comes out with all the fucking balls flying around him. I hated that.
That one wasn't that hard for me. Like, once I figured out the rhythm to it, I was like,
but if you didn't figure it out... yeah, once you figured out the rhythm, but the first few times going into that, it's a bitch. Because you figure out he just goes side to side, then he goes up, he spins the balls at you, hide in the corner, then you go hit him in the bottom, and then rinse and repeat, and then he's done. But I didn't figure that out until like the fifth one, and I got fucking frustrated.
I hate the freaking cave boss where he's drilling up into the ceiling and it's dropping all the rock parts on you. I just hate any level that's just dropping.
There's stalagmites, or what? How the fuck do you say that? Stalactites. Are you sure? That shit's tight.
Stalactites hold tight to the ceiling. I am probably dead wrong on that, by the way.
I thought it was stalagmites. Because they're mighty and they kill you. Either way, someone's right here, someone's wrong. Probably me, because I'm Canadian.
Hey,
next topic.
You know, when you're in that cave, though, did y'all find this weird thing? It kind of looked like a lamp. And Sonic, it looks like it could be a ring, but it could be a lamp, and he rubs it a little bit, and he kind of rubs it like, here, I'll rub this fake lamp that I have right here, and it makes this noise? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh, hey Toby, I think my car alarm's going off. I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep rubbing. Have you ever seen anything like this though, Zinger? Like he just rubs it, and it doesn't really do anything for the game.
I don't like the way you're rubbing that. It's making anyone seeing it feel uncomfortable.
Do you want to rub it by chance?
Not after you touched it like that. I think that's yours now.
Hello there, gamers!
Oh.
I'm the Goobs Genie!
Oh god, why is he blue?
Zinger, this is the Goobs Genie.
I'm not blue, I'm whatever color I want to be today. I'm green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you're colorblind.
This is my sign.
So the Goobs Genie usually brings us gifts of cheats.
Yes, if the game is too difficult for you, I can help you in many different ways, and that's my only power, which is sad, because that's the only way I exist. Sad life living in a bottle, because I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
We should let him in.
Come and let me out.
What cheat do you bring us today, Goobs Genie?
First, go to the options menu from the main screen. From here, head to the sound select menu and play the following sounds in the order that they are placed. First, you hit song 19, 65, 09, and 17. Once you have played each one time only, press the C button and then press start to be brought back to the title screen. Ooh, fancy. Now, when you see Sonic and Tails, Miles appear on screen, hold down and push the A button and press start while holding A to finish the code. You'll be brought to the menu where you have access to play any level in the game, whether you completed the level or not, that you wish to play. Ooh, you can just jump right to the death egg.
Nice. Zanger, do you want to go straight to the death egg?
No.
I like to go straight to your death egg.
Oh god.
Well, thanks, Goobs Genie, but we really don't need you anymore. That's it. Thank you.
No, don't put me back in this fucking hell I live in.
He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's not bad. It's just, you know.
Whoa, who are you guys talking about? I had a couple trash pandas on my car there. I had to deal with them.
Are you sure it wasn't a two-tailed fox?
No, it definitely wasn't. Maybe it was a furry on top of my car, but
You gotta watch out for
had to
them.
be dealt with either way.
How about some fun facts?
Yeah.
Welcome to Fun Facts with Toby.
All right, Zanger. Since the days of episode 2, when you first guested when you were a guest.
When I
It
appeared.
was fucking episode 2 he
Yes.
was on.
Yeah.
Everything about me is two.
Synchronicity.
Oh, I didn't even think that. Ooh.
Wait, is this
spooky.
episode 22? Oh.
No.
No, it's 42.
I tried.
We can make it 42. Just hold on
Yes.
to it.
Perfect.
So we like to guess at how much the game is worth. So did you look up how much this game is worth? And don't look it up.
I did not look up how much this game is worth.
Okay.
Are we talking
So,
the original
gonna-
Genesis one now?
Yes, we're talking about.
Does it have the not for resale on it or just the normal one?
See, I didn't look up the not for resale one because that's the one that actually came with the Sega Genesis that was packed
Yes.
in.
That's what I had.
That's the one I had too.
Could be two different prices there.
Well, okay, let's just do the regular retail copy.
$350.
Loose. This is loose with no box.
$350?
No, $350.
Okay, $3.50.
So Zanger's saying $350, and this is
I'll say $10.
American. We're not going by Canadian Monopoly money. We're going by American real money. Loose, no box. Zanger says $3.50. Goob says $10. It is about $5.
Ooh, I'm closest.
You're closest without going over. So
Yeah, but Price is Right rules. Yeah, you win.
come on down.
Heck yeah.
So what about complete with the manual and the box? How much do you think it's going for?
15.
15? What do you got, Zanger? This is the clamshell case, the plastic box that I love. I love the clamshell boxes.
So the thing to do in The Price is Right is to guess right below the other person.
That's right.
$14.99.
Ooh. Well, you did the prices right wrong because they usually go 1 cent above them, not below them.
Oh, dang it.
You fuck. Do you even Price is Right, bro?
This goes for $10, roughly.
I still win.
You
In the
it's
box?
closest
See,
without going over.
I've seen this in the stores up here at 15, so that's why I went for that. God damn it, I need to take away $5 every time now.
So let's do one more. Factory sealed, brand spanking new, hasn't seen the light of day since 1991. What do you think it goes for?
Two.
Box and
50.
everything? 50?
Two.
We got a 50? Who said 50?
I said 50.
I
Okay,
said
who's-
92. As in, like,
92?
no. As in, like, you said 91. Let's give it a
Well,
92.
I was thinking like it, being
Oh,
produced and
okay.
packaged.
Wait. When was it produced?
I guess it would have been November. Yeah, 92. You're right. It'd been still 92 probably when they packaged it. I was trying to be smart and wasn't. Shut up. 1992.
$42.
$42. Goob says 50. It goes for around 80. Goob's wins
What?
$80.
That's factory sealed, though. That's
Factory sealed.
What, do they want to smell the air from the 90s?
they won't open it. Collectors will not open it
true.
Nope.
Mint in box.
unless you're a fucker like me that opens things. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
So, Sonic 2 sold over 6 million copies. How great is that?
That's a lot.
How many Segas did it sell?
Man,
You know what? I
Sega
should
will
look
never
up.
go down. They'll just keep on rising, making game consoles and... Oh, wait.
Oh. Well, the Sonic series.
Well,
is what-
Sonic will keep on being good, right? It will just keep on going into the 3D... Oh.
Yeah, he'll never make love with a human.
Shit happens.
Well,
And I don't need to go on my whole rant about like animals being fucked up because I did that the first time.
yeah.
Go check out the original Sonic episode. Give that some love.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun facts in that one, too. So this game introduced Miles, Tails, Prower
Every time I hear Miles, I think of Mr. Most Days Off.
No.
from the Best Darn Diddly review show.
Yeah, it's part of the Somebody's Network.
Wink.
That
It's
plug
just flawless at
that
this
plug
point.
was so natural. I like flowed.
Yeah, but that this game was his first introduction to the series, and he's basically been in all the Sonic games since. If you beat the game without the emeralds, Tails saves you with his plane,
Mhm.
but if you have all 7, you go supersonic and you fly beside the plane, which if you watch the intro of Sonic 3, this is exactly where it starts from, is from that point.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the original story for Sonic 2 was a time travel story. The game would have had a overworld map, very similar to like Super Mario World or something, and it was supposed to have around 17 different zones.
Whoa.
Yeah. The development team was given 5 months less to complete this game than they were on the first game. So they were kind of...
I'm kind of happy they did it this way. It's classic Sonic.
Yeah, I think so too. But they had to rush it.
I don't know how it would feel if they did it like a Super Mario style like level. You go through all the different things.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all would have liked it and enjoyed it, but this game's classic.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been like Sonic 3D or any. Oh god!
Stop mentioning bad games.
So you can actually still see hints of the time travel story in this current game because, like, Hilltop Zone is supposed to look prehistoric. It's supposed to look like a
I
prehistoric
like that music
Emerald...
too. I meant to mention that.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like Emerald Hill, but prehistoric. So that's pretty neat. The team actually slimmed up Sonic from the first sprite animation from Sonic 1. He's a little bit slimmer and just looking good for the ladies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's got that Sonic 6-pack.
Yeah. So
Finn Balor crotch.
Yeah, at least he's not some like werehog or something. Oh. God, I should have been doing this the whole time.
Yeah, you really should have. So
Just trolling us?
the
Pikachu used Thunderbolt.
The composer of the first game's music came back to do this one. He was kind of under a tight schedule, what it seemed like. I think he was recording another album with his band, Dreams Come True, but somehow he still managed to do the soundtrack for Sonic 2, and even the ending credit song is a cover of his band's song called Sweet Dreams. So that very last song you hear is...
I thought that was Eurythmics. I'm made of these, Sonic's watching you through a camera.
I don't know. But yeah, no, it's his band's. I thought that was kind of neat that he just kind of, I don't know, he snuck it in there, I guess.
He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna get famous without this game. People will love this song. Least recognizable song in the game.
Right. Yeah, because, when you're a kid, you never made it that far. So 2 of the zones were scrapped, and one was actually Wood Zone, which looked like a bunch of trees and stuff. And there's actually a bunch of sprite animations and stuff for it. And then they also had Dust Hill Zone, which would have had like a weather changing element to where it would be like a desert for a little while, and then all of a sudden it would, like, snow would blow in and make it icy everywhere.
Oh, I thought it was going to have like the wind effect like in some of the later levels.
But you know what? I think they ended up using something like that in Sonic Mania. I can't remember. It's been a little while since I played Sonic Mania, but I think there's something like that. Or that, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It just seemed familiar. So the development didn't start as early as the team wanted to because Sega didn't want to rush a sequel, but they ended up greenlighting it and pushing it to be made because they wanted to compete with all the Super Nintendo games that were coming out. So at first they were like, no, we don't want to push it. Oh shit, what are they doing over there? Yeah, come on, start making the game.
That sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
By the way, chaotic spelled with an X at the end.
I see what you did there. I just bought that game, actually. Sonic Knuckles Chaotix. Anyways, so the marketing campaign had a Sonic Tuesday slogan.
I see what they did there.
It's the number 2 with an S and then the word day. And because it was being released on a Tuesday, so Sonic Tuesday. And then they had another advertisement that said, "Are you up to it?" with a big 2 on it. And
I remember that.
It had an image of Sonic and Tails from like behind, but they've got a big shadow casted on them, and then you see a big 2 with Robotnik in the background.
Yeah, I think I had a poster of that.
Yeah, I remember that scene in Game Pro and shit like that. EGM, Game Pro, all those magazines that I love.
They would actually give out promotional materials like stickers and buttons and T-shirts when you pre-ordered the game. And I want this shirt. If anyone can find a big boy size shirt of this, it says, I pre-ordered mine, and it's had a picture of Sonic on it.
Had Sonic's ass on it. I pre-ordered my Sonic ass.
It was pretty cool. I mean, I've gotten pre-order shirts from some other games that I've played, or that I've pre-ordered in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I don't fucking wear them. They're garbage.
But I would wear the shit out of that. Yeah. I'd go to school bragging like, look, bitches, I pre-ordered mine. The development team was working out bugs all the way up to a few days before production actually started.
Well, they missed a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually were going to put in a secret level.
I mean, hopefully it wasn't a rush adventure.
Oh. Anyway, so this secret level was called Hidden.
Do you just have like a list of all the stuff?
I pulled it up just so I make sure I'm getting them right.
Well, they had this hidden. It was called Hidden Palace Zone, and you were supposed to go there after you got all 7 Chaos Emeralds. I don't know what you were.
Is that where him and Mario did the Olympic Games?
There you go. Thank you.
I had to get one in there. Come on.
I mean, I guess that could be a game for the generations.
Oh.
Seriously, I'm making up for lost time now, people.
There was going to be a Sega CD add-on that was supposed to be. It was supposed to give cutscenes between like each level and stuff, and it was going
that would be cool.
It was going to have a new soundtrack, but they ended up scrapping it and going with a whole new Sega CD game called Sonic CD. So that's how that was born.
Just another game I saw. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
That's a puzzle game.
Yeah. I was about to say, I know that's what it is, but I just read that, and I'm like, I'm assuming that's me after I ate a can of beans.
Dr. Zinger's Mean Bean Machine.
Let's rage.
Oh, come on!
So, with our rage meter, we just talk about how freaking pissed off this game makes you.
Yeah, do you want to shove fucking iodine rods down your pee hole? Is that how mad it gets you? Do you want to shove your thumbs into your eyeballs? Flaming Q-tips in your ears? That's how I rage.
Yeah, so instead of doing all that, we go with a rating system of 1 to 10 to describe our rage for this game. Zinger, you're our guest. You go first. 1 to 10.
I was going to say, you go last.
Finally. A podcast that recognizes the greatness of their guest. So 10 being like maximum rage, and
like this game just stressed you out the entire time you played it. It was just hard.
Remember all the pent-up aggression you've been playing since 1992. You only beat it yesterday, or today, actually. Like, probably about an hour ago.
I'm gonna go with... Can I go to 100?
No one has, but you sure can.
I'm just saying that as in, if that save load feature wasn't there, I would have given up a long time ago.
Well, what all exactly made you rage out? Like, what were some of the
Just the monkeys in the trees.
Just trying to get down some of the enemy bosses, like rhythms and stuff like that. Metal Sonic wasn't that bad. Robotnik, until I found out the trick, was a little annoying because I kept thinking I got over his spikes when I would run up and jump, and it was just a hair below to where it would still kill me. And since you have no rings there...
let the rage flow.
Yes.
Let it flow.
You're one with us, child.
So is that all the rage you have?
Oh, no, I mean, just... Here's the thing. I kept forgetting there was continues with this game, too, when I was younger. So if I just ran out of lives, I was like, oh, let's do this, and turn it off and walk away. But there is continues, so... If you wanted to continue, you could.
But you would just give up, usually?
Yeah. Because I was like, this is the unbeatable game. No one in the world could possibly have beaten this game. And then we were talking the other day, you guys are like, dude, it's not that hard.
We played harder.
Yeah, we played much harder.
We played fucking Shaq Fu, man. Ugh.
That wasn't hard, that was just bad.
Well, that's what made it hard.
Do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next, Goobs?
I'll go next. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so when I first started playing this on the playthrough, Everything was going great. The first hour just flew right by. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun teaming up with my friend Sonic and having Tails like Miles with me as well. And then it came up to the last level. After you're flying with the airplane with Sonic and the tornado, that's what it was called, right?
Yeah, the torpedo or
Torpedo.
tornado twister something. T.
Whatever, the titty twister. You're flying around with him on that, and then you get to the airplane level. From there on out, it was shit. That took me another hour to get through that stuff alone. Like, I flew through everything else fine. No issues whatsoever. A lot of fun. Then that just became an absolute grind for me. Besides, like, the underwater bubbles things, I give that a 3 already on my rage meter because I hate that shit. As I explained earlier in the episode. So I'm going to give this a solid 6.5.
6.5. All right.
What was Zingers? I didn't...
100.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can't forget that.
The only person who was ever frustrated with this game.
Who's ever gone off the meter. So I'm
10 times off the meter.
Yeah, 10 times. I'm going to only give this a 5. But if fucking Tails is playing with me, I'm giving it a 7 because he fucks me at every chance that he gets because he's a son of a bitch.
Because he's a furry, and that's what they do.
But no, seriously though, I'm going to say this is an average playthrough. I don't think it's
unless your name's Zinger.
Unless your name's Zinger. I think it's challenging enough, and there's some stuff where you're like, stupid cheap game. But there was nothing ever that made me want to like just break the remote in my hand. You know when you play a game, you start twisting the remote because you're so fucking pissed because you can't.
Yeah, when you hear.
Well, see, that never happened to me in this game, but I feel like it's just got enough challenge to just kind of.
Sorry, we're all not perfect, Toby.
It's just got enough to pique my rage at sometimes. I really think that there's a unspoken difficultiness. So like if you play as Tails, that's easy. If you play as just Sonic, that's medium. But if you play as Tails and Sonic, that's hard. So I think that's an unspoken level thing. So yeah, just a 5. Just a 5.
I stick by my 100.
For every ring you lost.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what he rates this game at because
yeah, it's time to calm down right now. Let's get into the rating.
Zen.
You get real zen, Zinger.
Yes.
Let's get all zinged. Let's get all zinged up, man.
We like to rate the games on a 1 to 10 scale. 1 being it's a poor game, you shouldn't play it. 10 being excellent, you should play it. Who wants to go first?
Well, let's let the good old Zinger do it.
I'm
Zinger?
gonna go with, as I've said with Street Rage 2, so is this game. I don't accept there was a follow-up. I don't accept that there was something before this. This is Sonic Prime. This is quintessential Sonic, in my opinion. So,
Ooh.
I would give it a... judging, also having to then judge all the other Sonic games, this would have to get an 8.5.
Okay.
That's a solid rating.
Good rating.
Nostalgia purposes, though, perfect 10. But
even though it whooped your ass for.
But it was that game that always sat there as this like mocking thing of, you haven't beaten me.
Every time you look at it, it's just like.
And the thing is, since I owned it for multiple systems, it was always there, mocking me.
It's like the TV show, the Sonic TV show. It's I'm waiting.
If that had happened, I would have lost it.
He's having hallucinations, like hot dreams in the middle of the night. Wakes up, looks at the game, is like laughing at him, spinning around the room.
He wakes up screaming, and Ellie just rolls over and is like, "You had the Sonic dream again."
Yeah. I gotta go fast.
He's all painted blue, just curled up in a ball on the side of the bed.
Trying to spin.
Dude, somersaults.
Just roll off the bed going, gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Chili dogs.
You broke your neck again.
So 8.5, that's a good score. What do you give it, Goobs?
I'm gonna follow suit here. Graphics were there. Music is definitely there. Music's like gave it extra points for me because I really love good video game music, especially retro video game music. And it has that totally. The boss battles are super fun. The bonus levels changed up a bit. You can play with 2 players in the versus mode. You can have your buddy fuck you around when he's tails, because furries always like to fuck you around. Hating on furries a lot this episode, but I love my furry peoples. So solid 8.5. This game is great. Graphics still hold up to this day. Had tons of fun replaying it, and it's absolutely a great Sonic game. Red shoes for days, man. Red shoes for days.
Well, you know, I was only going to give this game an 8, but I think you've convinced me both to go ahead and go to 8.5 as well.
It was a red shoes for days comment, right?
It was a red shoes for days. I think this game, and I know we're trying to, in the show, we try to isolate the experience of this game and not judge with the other games, but it's kind of hard not to. And
this is miles above, pun intended, of Sonic 1.
Yeah, no, anything that was good in Sonic 1, they just improved and made it better and made it look sharper and had great
They
music.
times it by 2.
That's right. They added characters. They added more enemies. They added. I think in the first game they only had like 1 or 2 of the little animals that bounce out of the enemies.
There were tons of them were different,
Yeah,
saving all
there was
sorts of shit.
So there's just a lot of extra content.
There's a glitch though you can do in the game that makes all the animals burn when they come out of it, and it's really fucked up.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Dark.
But yeah, I just think all around it is a huge step up from the first one. And I really can't wait to the day that we do 3, because honestly, 3 is my favorite. And I've put a lot of hours into 3, so I just already feel it that my score is going to go up.
Because I don't touch the stuff.
I don't touch 3s. 3s.
He only
Yes,
he only does
only
2 games.
2s. But on that note, did you ever do the Sonic Knuckles combo with this, where you can play as Knuckles?
You know, I kind of messaged Goobs earlier, and I was like, one day we should come back to Sonic 2, but with the Knuckles expansion and replay it as Knuckles, because that is something interesting that we didn't even add in the fun facts. It is so broken. Knuckles is a beast. If you so the Sonic and Knuckles expansion was actually supposed to go on top of or underneath the Sonic 3 to make the full experience of what you're supposed to play with that game, but it also worked on Sonic 2, adding Knuckles into it. Didn't work on Sonic 1,
No.
I don't think.
Did not, to the best of my knowledge, no. Only 2 and 3.
But yeah, I think that'd be fun to come revisit the Sonic 2 game with Knuckles one day. Just to see, or maybe we just do a episode where we play with the Knuckles expansions or something. I don't know. But with all of our ratings combined, we gave it 8.5.
8.5.
They form a Captain Planet.
We formed the Captain Planet.
Captain Knuckles. 1 knuckle deep.
Finish him.
Since you're the guest singer, plug your shit.
Well, you can, of course, find me on my show, Zing This, yelling about comic books, movies, TV shows, or anything nerdy every week. And that's ZENG. This.
So this now you're doing this thing, you kind of talked about it earlier, where you're trying to play an old video game.
Oh, yeah. The friend of both shows, actually, Eric Burr,
Berg.
kind of introduced this. He's a...
I heard the bird.
Yeah, the Berg. Common staple on Zing This, and I think, yeah, we've done a roundtable with him and everything. He kind of brought this up to my attention that he was going to do a backlog challenge. So I was like, oh, we should do that on Zing This. Like, as like a year thing to where it's like every month we choose a new game. Because he said 12-month challenge. Since I didn't find out to it till almost halfway through January, I was like, well, I guess we'll do it in February. And this was my first game. There is a Patreon episode with me and Toby discussing stuff. And I know that this will come out later, but the last week of February's episode, of Zingness, me and Ellie discuss our progression on it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I recommend anyone listening to try it out. Go through your old backlog. It has
we
to be
would totally win that challenge. Me and Toby would crush you guys. We'd beat a game every fucking week.
The rules are, it is a game you must have owned for 3 months. For over 3 months, and have also not played for over 3 months.
Yeah, we can definitely qualify for most of that.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
So you guys have 52 games beaten?
Not yet.
We're champions. Me and Toby are champions.
So, the first one was, of course, Sonic 2 for me, and I actually did beat it today, so...
It counts. It counts.
I was about to say, I think I have 1 day to spare. So that's that one. I'm trying to decide what to do next month. Dragon Ball Fighter Z was on my radar because I have not touched that. And I'm at 41% of the story complete, so I'm like, well, if I go complete the story... But my other thought was maybe do Far Cry 3 for the PlayStation 4, since you can download the older game. Might be a good one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm trying to feel it out. I kind of want to do something on the PlayStation so I can stream it.
Toby, I really wish we entered this challenge.
Well, you can do it. I mean, just start doing it.
Do you have a hashtag already for it so people?
No, we should get all this going. Make sure to tag Backlog Berg, I think is his Twitter handle that he's doing for this. It will help get him motivated at least.
Hell yeah. And we will push the Berg because we play with him on Smash and we destroy him.
This is one thing I can beat you, man.
Is this the opportunity you guys want to have to make, well, for one of you to make your triumphant announcement?
Yeah, so me and the Adam Gumby from Eastside Gamers, we are the tag team champions in our little division.
Well, hold up, brother. I'm second place with my buddy Stu. And me and Stu couldn't talk because he was at work, so that was the big difference here. We couldn't get into synchronicity here.
Let me make something very clear to both of you.
We're all happy that you weren't our partner.
I am the undisputed. There is no dispute that I was not dead last.
That's very true.
But I'm an up and comer. I've got. There's only one way for me to go now, people, and there's only one way for you guys to go. I can go up from being the bottom, and you guys fall from the top. So yeah.
So Goobs, you want to tell us about your projects?
Well, everyone knows I'm part of the Derailers podcast with a wonderful wife and my best friend, Ripkin. Jenny Bean's my wonderful wife, by the way. Follow the Derailers on Twitter at the Derailers, and like, comment, and subscribe on that shit. Well, don't comment, because you can't on there, but on Twitter you can message us and all that stuff, but definitely give us a rating, 1 to 5 stars. God damn it, fucking gas, I ate too much fucking potatoes before.
That's that Robotnik beam machine at work.
Yeah, it definitely is a Goob's Botnik beam machine. But you can go check out the Derailers Wrestling on YouTube. Exactly how it sounds, WRASSLIN. Me and Ripkin take a whole bunch of wrestlers that we made, whole bunch of storylines that we made, put it in the blender, and fucking spread it out for all of you to watch. It's absolutely amazing shit. Toby?
Well, you can find me on my other podcast, the Secret Transmission Podcast, where me and my wife and our 2 friends, we talk about... And sometimes Zinger. A lot of times Zinger. We talk about spooky stuff like conspiracies, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, all kinds of cool stuff. Go check it out on all the major podcasting platforms and on Twitter and Instagram at Secret Transpod. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Toby Von Doom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm Goobs WN too. I love you all. Give you all virtual hugs.
With his mouth. Downstairs.
No, that's safe for my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, what about this show, Goobs?
You go check us out. We're at Secret Levels Pod on Twitter and on Instagrams. You know, everyone loves the grams. IG for life, yo. Not me, but a lot of people dig that shit. I go on there and look at stuff sometimes. I try to post every couple months. I don't really understand it because I'm old. But if you want to support this show, you can go to pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. Because if you're listening to this, you found us. Go give us a good rating on whatever you're listening on. If not, give us 1 star and tell us why. And we'll change it just for you. Yes, I'm looking at you, little Johnny. We're going to change it just for you. I see the tear in your eye. I'll wipe it off with a napkin right now. We'll make everything better just for you.
Yep.
And if you want to support us even more, you can go to www.tpublic.com/user/secret-levels and get one of our wonderful design t-shirts and put it on your wonderful, beautiful chest. Because everyone will fall in love with you if you have a secret level shirt on your chest. They'll be like, oh man, that's so cute. Let's make out. Nom, 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 nom. And who doesn't want that in their life?
Ah, Sonic, you're finally mine. I'm gonna get you, you blue streak freak.
Gotta go fast.
Not as fast as I can go. Metal Sonic, get him. Hold him down.
Gotta go fast.
Don't worry, Sonic. I'll help you.
Gotta go fast.
Hey there. Sonic, I know I'm after you, but Metal Sonic's got you hold down
Gotta
now,
go fast.
but whoa, your friend there is looking
Gotta go
pretty
fast.
nice. What's your name, girl?
Well, I'm not a girl. My name's Miles.
Oh, Felicia, that's a great name.
No, just
Not going fast.
no. You can just call me Tails. Just call me Tails. I've got these 2 tails, and it's kind of my
Yeah,
thing.
you got 2 tails. Let you get up in that, get some tickle on my pickle.
No. I'm not interested.
Gotta go
I'm-
fast.
I'm a boy. I'm a boy.
I don't think you're a boy. You look pretty attractive to me.
I'm just a pretty
Let me
fox.
find out right here.
Hey, that's my dick. I'm
Yeah,
not even wearing pants.
Yeah,
Look.
nope, that's a dick.
Gotta go fast.
Game over, folks.